And I guess to end it fully, I guess with music, we have in our Spanish world, shout out to Alfa, who had the major moment.
Tears come to my eyes.
At Madison Square Garden. For Dominican culture, that's the biggest moment, shit, maybe of all time, but definitely up there.
Stop saying that shit.
Especially like a generationally.
It's big time.
It's crazy. He had what I like the most though, he had Fernandito Villalona come out on stage, and like he was on the knee, like praising him. Fernandito Villalona, El Mayimbe, very influential, the goat of like fucking Dominican music. Having him there while he's obviously still alive, because he's older, but he's definitely obviously still, he's old. Don't get me wrong, because he's related to my mother's side of the family, the Villalonas. That's where I get my second last name from. But he is definitely a legend, man. And he was there, and then I was watching like the behind the scenes footage and shit, and like the vlog, and I'm like, oh, that's dope. Like before I even knew that he was gonna be there and perform, I'm like, damn. It seemed as if he just flew out to like support Alfa. I'm like, damn. This motherfucker's in like the Alafoque vlogs and shit. Like, why is he here? He's just supporting El Alfa. Like, that's dope. But then it's like, oh, he's a part of the performance. I was like, wow, that's even doper. Like, this is some real deal shit. Like,
and then that whole like Chetty shit. They made this whole thing about New York and his whole fucking comedy act.
He's mad funny.
Hilarious, nigga. Because that's what it is, man.
Great promotion. Just
great promotion. Being from a country like the Dominican Republic, you know, there's very, you know, far few who get to see, you know, what we take for granted every day. This, you know, this actual somewhat stable, because there's definitely a lot of corruption in our government, but this actual stable society that we have in America, especially the benefits compared to a Dominican citizen. And this kid, basically, Cherry, is a Dominican artist, young, still blowing up, still on the rise, but very much a protege and best friend to El Alfa. And Alfa always showing him love. And he's had these multiple viral moments back to back of wanting to come to DR. I mean, wanting to come to New York from DR, and now more viral moments of his arrival to New York. It's as if I felt like it was my first time, like watching him. I'm like, damn. I was getting teared out. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker. Like, I feel like, damn. Like, it's like an inspirational, like a hope.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Like, he was kissing the floor and going crazy in the streets and kissing the airplane.
But then you realize this nigga was really about to perform too. Like,
yeah,
I had no idea.
And then his performance was crazy. Yeah, taking his shirt off, going getting naked and shit, like trying to like tease his butt, like little fake twerk shit that he does.
Edwin
hates.
He like try to pull his pants down or some shit like that.
Someone hates you. You niggas hate that shit when he does that shit. I think it's Edwin that hates that shit. Whenever I send like a Chetty twerking, he be like, "Take that shit out of here." Blah 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 blah. But it's like a Chetty just.
It's definitely him.
You definitely, Marlon, definitely. That's not me at all. I like that.
It's
memes. I love those videos.
It's just memes. He just be funny and shit, like living his life. It's not trying to be. I don't think he's gay. I don't think so.
Oh, no, he's just a show. I don't give a fuck, man.
But he's just a show, man. He's very
shows, like that shit, bro.
Comical.
Brian moans on the time.
I like Kiko a lot. I like Kiko. Kiko was out there.
Kiko crazy, man.
Man, it's just a dope moment. You know why? Because he's bringing El Alfa as the ambassador for Dembow music, and Dembow music is like the cultural music right now in DR that's taking over the world right now, man. You have the biggest artists traveling to DR to do music.
International,
like, it's fantastic. And shout out, I want to address this really quickly as we're on Dembow. That whole fucking thing about taking what is that song called? Perra?
Oh yeah, so J Balvin's getting kind of dragged right now.
Fucking stupid.
But that I didn't even know that was like a thing.
Yeah, that's
really
stupid though.
Wait, what happened?
So there's a song with Tokisha and J Balvin they collaborated on, and then the music video.
Nigga, it's literally all dogs.
Yeah, filmed in DR because a song called Perra. Like being a perra and like perro, like, you know, like this term analogy in DR is slang, where it's like being similar to out here, the same type of concept where it's like a man's a dog, but they say it out there where more like whimsical type of context where it's like, it's not perra, like that dog. Out here, if you say that shit niggas get insulted. Like, I'm not a fucking dog.
And his sex, like sexual connotation too.
Yeah, like almost in a good way. Like, it's a perra, like I want a dog. Like,
right.
The girl's not gonna be out here in America like, I want a dog ass nigga. Like, whoa,
she can.
What the fuck?
She can. Hell yeah.
What the fuck is going on with that woman?
But the video was the guys and girls were both dressed up as dogs. Yeah, they had these little things in their mouth. It was like
on the floor. They went on the floor like a dog walking.
And then the nose had a little. You know what I'm saying? The girl like looking like dogs.
So
and there was a scene where there was he was holding two girls. They were on the floor like dogs, and he had their leashes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And walking.
They do that here.
Okay.
But they were black. They were black women, but they were Dominican. They were dark skinned Dominican women.
And now they're saying that I saw this on Revolt too, on Revolt's Instagram.
I saw it on the Shade Room.
I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. J Balvin drags two black women as dogs and has to get the video taken down, and he took it down, and I'm like, you niggas have like, this is like cultural. This is too different. Like this is like.
Yeah,
that's the thing about cultural like awareness. You don't know what this is and what this means for us. Like it's not like because they're black. Oh no, that's not what that is, dog. Like this is just culture for us. I saw the video. I didn't think twice about that shit, dog.
Yeah, because it was almost like after what do you call it? Like after it came out. Like it was like it came out, but then I didn't see no instant outrage.
I feel like 2 weeks, right? More than that, maybe.
It was a while. Like people randomly.
I heard something about that on the Spanish radio, but I didn't really.
Good song. It was not as good as the one with Rosalia and Tokisha, but Tokisha's making waves. She's making splashes. J Balvin flew down to Rosalia flew down to collaborate with her. 2 videos like simultaneously released.
It's culture shocking. She's very culture shocking.
100%. If the American audience were to know what she does in her videos, get out of here. So this is like cultural shit that like we have to look at different cultures and say, okay, like I think the only the people within the culture can decide what's really appropriate or not.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I didn't even like really like the Shade Room and stuff like reporting that. But then it's like I get it, like from an ignorant standpoint, they're not gonna really understand that because especially motherfuckers don't even know where J Balvin's from, etc. And you just see that image, like this motherfucker, like with 2 dogs, like and they're women at that, and that's already always like controversial. Like I've seen that before, like gone viral over here. I'm not sure what. Maybe it might have been like a Halloween thing, or I think it was like a real guy who's a pimp, like walking some girls, like and like mistreating the girls. And then
remember this guy, this white dude used to make videos like that.
Stitches. Stitches. That's what it was.
Come on.
Fucking dumbass. Yo, Stitches is a dumbass. Yes.
Yeah.
Stitches, but he would have
girls
really
on leashes
and women.
Shit.
It was very sad. It was very sad.
Yeah.
So then
that's
you have
why a nigga's life is in turmoil.
Yeah. So then you have that, and he would do that even with like it was mostly like white girls, but then you have that
Stitches
like in
a weird guy, man.
In a context right now, whereas everything's very hypersensitive, cancel culture is happening
in the United States, man.
Yeah, and then you have these 2 black women on leashes, so it does look crazy out of context, 100%. And then people who don't even care about music, whatever, they see that shit, because it tends to be also a lot of older people. Yeah. Even Dominican people, when they saw the outrage, they went on with the outrage, but like a lot of the older Dominicans, like, oh my God, like, because they have a thing now against Tokisha in DR. Like a lot of the older traditional Dominican like fathers and like parents and stuff, like we gotta take her off the radio, blah, blah, blah. Like they want to ban her music because she's very provocative and very sexual. Yeah. And I see both sides where it's like, and
the imagery she puts, whether it's religious imagery or whatever, she's very tough. Like, but I think we need artists like her to push the boundaries and to make us realize what's happening inside our own culture. Yeah. And realize I think the highs and the lows. You have this part of the sector of the culture that's like super against everything, super conservative, and then you have also the sector that wants to be way too liberal. So I think artists like her like allow the public to see what the good medium is. Right. And I think this is ridiculous, and I think this is taken out of context. And I think objectively, okay, like you can understand it why you can get mad at it, but I think it's
he didn't mean it. He didn't mean it to be that way. His mom though was mad too. His mom
was the weird part.
His mom was interviewed, and like, so in that aspect, it's like, damn, all right then, bro, it's your mom. He's very much a mama's boy, so like he like apologized, took the video down. It's not on YouTube.
Shout out to René. That nigga probably flaming him right now.
Yo.
Está cogiendo las mujeres como perra, cabrón.
Yo, so Edwin subscribed to Tokisha's OnlyFans, so we have a
Yeah. No, Victor is. No. He's trying to put me on.
Oh my God! What is wrong with you?
Why are you lying, nigga?
You saw her